Hey guys, I'm Jordan with Little Joys, and today I'm going to be giving you my side when it came to our infertility journey. It's still a journey within itself, but we actually decided to take more of a break. And it's something, honestly, I'm glad we're doing. It got to the point where so much stress and so much anxiety and so much focus on that we didn't focus on one another and we didn't focus on each other as a couple. And I never thought going into this, trying to have a kid would be so difficult. I mean, it seems like with everyone else we know, it's just hey, we're on our third kid already. And it's like, how, And it's one of those things where when you focus so hard on, trying to have a baby, trying to have a kid, getting pregnant, etc., you forget to look at one another in a sense. And what I mean by that is, I saw the issues that were going on with my wife in terms of the clomid, the hot flashes, the emotional swings from that, feeling sick all the time, feeling so tired, she stays in bed all the time. And when that happened, of course, I let her relax, I let her, try to feel better, etc. But it seemed like it wasn't enough in a sense. And what I mean by that is no matter how much I let her relax, I could see that there was still so much, built up inside of her. I could tell there were days where she'd be crying and she won't admit it to me, but I could see that she was. And, it was so difficult seeing someone you love go through that. It really is, because you don't know what to do. You're just kind of sitting on the sidelines. Like when it comes to when it comes to fertility in general, guys, we have it kind of easy in a sense. It doesn't take much for us, but she has to worry about her body and taking care of the baby when she's pregnant, etc., having the kid, and it's so much pressure on her that I knew what was going on, but it's hard to truly relate and grasp it mentally that she's going through a lot more pain than I am. And I know at one point she even said that she thought I was going to leave her if she couldn't have a kid, and that's ridiculous, because I married you for you. I don't see you as a vessel for a baby. I mean, that's nowhere near what we were trying to accomplish. But at the same time, it's like it was so difficult to hear her say that, because I love my wife and she's my wife. There's no way I could go about myself feeling like, okay, if you don't have my baby, then I'm leaving you for someone else that can. She's not a tool. She's a human being who's just trying to have another human being. But at the same time, I have to admit, I got to the point where I was unaware of how I was reacting in a sense. I'm always like, hey, did you check this? Did you check your ovulation? You take a test. The second something happened, did you miss your period? Oh, let's check a test. Have you checked this? Have you checked your charts? And I was kind of drilling her. I'm wearing a hoodie because I'm going to go work out in a minute on that treadmill, and I've got weights all around the room. And I was drilling her like I was her personal trainer. Like, hey, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. And I didn't realize it. I really didn't. And it was so, when she brought it to me, at first I was like, no, I'm not doing that, babe. I'm just trying to help. But then I stopped and took a second, and I was like, I really am doing that. And since I don't really know what I can do, I felt like that was the only thing I could do, was kind of coach along, I guess you could say. I really didn't know how to, be a part of this, what she was going through, without seeming like I was bossing her around. And I didn't mean to. I didn't feel like I was doing that. And it actually took someone from Instagram, which we love our Instagram people, especially on Little Joy's blogs. They tell it like it is, and that's one reason why we love our community. Because once she would post something, I'd post something, people were like, man, you need to really just back off for a second. And I really didn't know what I was doing. I'm just trying to be a part of the solution, and I was becoming part of the problem. I was putting so much pressure on her and not meaning to. So when it came to that aspect, and and like, I want to say November, maybe a little into December, we said, we're just going to stop. just stop, because it's getting to the point where, you know, to have a baby, you have to have sex, and we weren't doing that anymore. There was times where we were just so stressed out, we would just like, you know, like, you know, just look at each other and then just keep watching TV. And it's crazy that we're trying to bring each other together, have a baby, but then we were separating at the same time, which did not make any sense whatsoever, like at all. And when it gets to that point where you forget to focus on one another, when you do have a baby, while it will be rewarding, you don't want to make sure that you messed up your relationship to the point where you have a kid. Now you're just kind of like, well, we're together now. We have this baby now. I guess we have to make this work, even though we fell apart over the years. So it's very important to keep that foundation and keep it steady and keep it crack free. And when I say crack free, don't put so much pressure that your foundation starts to collapse because you're going at her and she's going at you. Before you know it, you're just clashing together. Then when you finally do have a baby, then it's a whole different situation of, well, you might be in the verge of separating, and now you're not really stuck together, but you created a life together that you always wanted. But now there's so much, conflict between you two. It's going to take a while to bring that back. And once we started seeing that we were getting to that stage, we just said, that's it, cut it off, just stop. And we already know that what's probably going to happen is, right now we're losing weight. You can follow our journey through our weight loss and everything else on our Instagram, but we're losing weight, and I'm like 99% certain what's going to happen. We're going to drop weight, and we're probably going to we're going to try to go on vacations, everything. We're getting our debts taken care of, etc. What's going to happen? We're going to drop a ton of weight. We're going to go on a vacation or something. She's going to get sick, and I'm like, oh, what's wrong? And then she's like, well, I haven't had my period in a while, and then boom, she's going to be pregnant. So I already know it's going to be one of those stories that we're going to be like, yeah, we found out that she was like 2 months or whatever, when we were in Florida, and honestly, I have a feeling that's what's going to go. And then we're going to look back like, well, we shouldn't have been so hard on one another. We shouldn't have been trying like this and that and that and this. And we shouldn't have, been up each other's throats, because then we're having a little half me, half her running around terrorizing our place and destroying things. We're excited for that. And one of the big things that made us want to stop was our Instagram. And what I mean by that, I mean that in a positive sense, in a sense that, when we post pictures for free shout out, we ask questions a lot, because we are curious. What's it like to be pregnant? What's it like to have kids? What's it like for this? What's it like for that? So when we ask questions, we're not only trying to start a conversation on Instagram, we're actually trying to get an idea of things. And when it came to stopping, a lot of parents said they just stopped trying, focused on one another, and then boom, it happened, and we're not saying, okay, this is an experiment, stop trying. The amount of pressure that has been lifted off both of our shoulders is insane. I cannot stress that. The second we stopped, the stress went like away. I'm able to focus more on my job. She's able to focus more. We're happy, and we enjoy running Little Joys, and of course posting Little Joys blogs. That's more personal stuff, but we enjoy doing that. And it got to the point with her that I was doing everything, and while I don't really mind it, for a second I thought, like, should we stop? Should we just stop doing this, just focus on Little Joys? But we like doing it so much, the hope that reason why we're making these videos is, one, to share our story with you all, and also to communicate back. But we're hoping that one day this camera I'm looking at will be a career, because we would love to do stuff like this. I love taking pictures, and I love photography, I love cinematography. I'm learning as much as I can. I would love to work from home. That is my ultimate dream, to work from home, but to do something I love. And if it's also sharing, content with you all, that'd be even better. I mean, that'd be perfect. That would literally be perfect. And hopefully we can accomplish that. And hopefully, we'll be posting maternity pictures and baby pictures and toddler, and before you know it, family pictures of our teenage kids and stuff like that. And, for me, having a kid might be a result of my dad not being around, but I don't really know. I've just always wanted to be a dad, and you know, when you finally, I really never thought about marriage. I thought about being a parent, but then it got to the point where I was like, I don't really want to get married. Then I met her and I got married, and I was like, you know, we could have kids, but let's wait, you know, a while. Let's get careers going. I'm like, no, let's just do it now. You know, even my mom said there's really no perfect time to have a baby. There really isn't. You know, you can try to get all your ducks in a row, have them in a row, and before you know it, it's either too late or so late in the game you're too concerned about keeping your ducks in order that you just don't do it. And I mean, it's a journey that we hope to share and keep sharing, and we love everyone that's been giving us so much support. And that's why we talk about Instagram so much, because we meet so many awesome people online, and we hope to just keep it going. So that's my side of our journey, and I hope to hear from you all soon. Follow us, talk with us, comment below, subscribe, all that jazz. And who knows, this might be a long while, but it's a journey I'm willing to go through with my wife because I love her. So thank you guys.